We interrupt this broadcast to bring in a very important thing. May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
Even though it will not be released on the 4th, but may the 4th be with you.
Yes, we are recording on May the 4th. And I just want to say, May the 4th means Star Wars to everyone else. But to me, it's my mom's birthday. So...
Happy birthday, Dre's mom! Oh my gosh. Wait. I think I do have your mom's number.
You could?
I might. I'm just gonna text her randomly hi Dre's mom. I just want to say happy birthday. Love you.
Girl. Hey. The force is strong with you.
Oh my gosh. But may the 4th be with you, bitches.
Pew, 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 pew.
I literally look like I just rolled out of bed. It's really bad.
But you cute when you roll out of bed. You know?
It's like
you're real cute.
It's like a feral cat. Like gross and but you can't get rid of it. Because then you feel bad. So you keep feeding it. And
yeah, and it just keeps coming back and back for more. And eventually you just start to like it because it just keeps coming around.
Kind of grows on you,
yeah,
like a fungus.
Yeah, like a fungus. You learn to love that fungus. I guess
clearly did not get Beyonce's quote, I woke up like this, flawless.
No. I think she was only talking about herself.
Probably.
I'm not gonna lie.
Who actually wakes up and looks that good?
Not I, said the cat. Not I.
Not I, said the cat.
Not I, said the cat.
Not I, said the cat. And intro.
I was just saying, growing up, sometimes I would say something stupid, and then I would say I goes the cat or something like that. It's so dumb. That's something I brought back from 15 years ago. Anyway.
Love it.
And it's funny that your name is Kat. It all lines up.
It's made. It's just made for me.
It's made for you. And you all are made to join the Brew Queens podcast. Welcome. Welcome to the shenanigans.
We back, baby.
We back. For those watching us on YouTube, yes, our backgrounds look different today. Kat, you want to explain your situation?
I'm at my parents'. And apparently my Mac doesn't support it. So
sad face.
Otherwise I have a weird thing going on, and the background kind of just floats on my mouth, and then I can open my mouth and it's another portal.
She's talking about her green screen, everyone. If she were to put up a green screen.
Yes, if I put the no green screen thing, it just lit I don't know how that worked last time on my other computer when I didn't have a green screen.
Yeah.
But this one does not support it, and then literally it just focuses on my mouth and it looks really weird.
I mean, I'm sure there's someone out there who would love to focus on your mouth, but it's not going to be me or probably anyone else watching this. Thankfully, our just solid listeners don't have to worry about that. So I joined in solidarity not having our background today.
I know. She's such a good friend.
I would feel weird having our traditional background and then you not having it. So
we looking all fancy in the background, and then we take it off and it's really ghetto.
Listen, this is literally the worst color paint. I'm sorry to our listeners, but this is the worst color paint. This is apartment beige with a yellow undertone. The lighting in my apartment is atrocious. I have to put 3 lights on just to even look halfway decent. It's so bad. But anyway,
go work, girl. You're trying to save it.
We trying. We're thrifty bitches.
Yeah, and it's that paint that when you just bump it slightly, it just creates this big gash on the side, and then there's black marks everywhere.
Correct. So I have to hang out my green screen with duct tape, because that's the strongest thing that holds it up.
Put duct tape on your wall.
You betcha. And I can tell every time where to put the duct tape because I have taken paint off the wall. So I put it in the same spot every time.
I love it. I love it. At least you're consistent. You're consistently fucking up your wall.
Consistency is key. Plus, they gotta paint this whole fucking bitch anyway after I move out. So who gives a shit?
That's true. That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying? So fuck
So
it.
much paint. So much paint loss. I wonder how many layers is already on there already.
Oh girl, I don't want to know. Some of these door frames are thick with how much paint is on there. I'm like, ooh, you have not changed these since you built.
Well, you think by the time like you could chip some paint off and the original paint's under there, and you'd be like, I'm good. I'm fine.
No, it's fine.
No, it literally takes like all 42 layers off the damn wall. So you could see just the bare bones.
Yep. Just the original beige apartment color.
You would think that's how that works, but no. Or my favorite is like the one apartment I had, I hit the wall with something and it just like indented. Like it didn't chip paint, it didn't leave a mark. Like it literally decided to like deflate.
Oh.
Just into the wall. I'm like, I can't fix that.
No. So basically just shitty construction. Got it. Okay. So as it goes with Purdue apartments, and then they'll charge you your firstborn child for it. So
they will. They will. They will take all of your like security deposit and then make you pay.
Yes.
So they can upgrade their apartment.
Correct. Thankfully I was so good at moving out that I rarely ran into the problem where we didn't get our deposit back. The only time I didn't get at least 90% back was the summer that I lived with 3 boys. And makes sense. And to be fair, our vacuum cleaner was pretty shitty. So basically they're just like, you didn't vacuum at all, even though we vacuumed like 3 times and there's just scuffs all over the wall. So I was like, I'm going to chalk it up to a loss and move on with my life because I hated that house. So
yeah, I always got my security deposit back except for the Granite apartment, but Granite was notorious for taking your security deposit. I had to pay $14.
That's so stupid. For what? For what?
Well, I don't know. Probably to upgrade that because every hole they had in the ceiling, they put like a vent grate over it. So I had like 5 vent grates like on my ceiling. And then like the electrical outlet for the washer and dryer in the basement was just like dangling in the air. You could like hit your head on it.
Okay. That's great.
And then the basement flooded all the time. So I'm like, they probably are taking the students like security deposits just to fix it up from their fuck ups.
So that way we don't actually have to incur any costs. Can you believe that in all the years I lived at Purdue, not once did I ever live with Granite?
You lucky bitch.
I know. I got around it. I had to live with Wida and then Basham. And then there was a company on the other side of the river. So I'm sorry, guys, we're just like talking about our Purdue things, but like Wida was also pretty bad.
Yeah, I heard they were pretty bad.
Yeah, so like their apartment qualities were terrible, but they weren't that bad about taking your security deposit. And it showed because they never fixed anything.
Right.
We need to talk about all of our apartment experiences at another time because we have other things to talk about.
We have things to say, and Dre's going to start that.
Okay. So everyone remembers the great 2020 windshield fiasco that I had. Okay. So roll back in time. If you're new here, first time listener, like a month and a half ago, I fit my kayak just a little bit too snugly in my car. And it cracked the window and the windshield. So I had to get it replaced. So this past weekend, my friend who I kayak with was super adamant that we kayak. But I hadn't ordered my like roof rack yet. And because I was being lazy. And so I went to go get temporary like foam blocks from Dick's Sporting Goods. And so I bring them home and then I realize that they are only for canoes and that I got the wrong kind. There is a difference, turns out. So I didn't have temporary blocks to put on the top of my car. So I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I don't want to cancel tomorrow. So we're going to figure this shit out. I knew that if I could get the headrest down, the headrest on my front passenger seat down all the way, that the kayak would fit better. Yes, Kat.
Oh no.
I know what you're
Oh,
thinking.
no.
I know what you're thinking. Dre, why didn't you think to do that before to get all the way down? Well, you see, all the cars that I've had experience with, you just push it down and it works. Okay? And that wasn't working.
Oh, no.
And no, it's a good ending, I promise.
Okay, good. Because all I'm thinking is like the end of the story is I cracked my windshield again for a second time.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that didn't happen. So
good.
Yes. Did everyone breathe a sigh of relief with me? So I went up to my headrest. I was like, we're gonna fucking figure this out, because
I could see you like squaring up with your headrest, like, bitch, you better get the fuck down.
Like, bitch, I'm about to check you all the way up and down. You better get ready for these eyeballs. So I start checking the actual headrest itself. I also checked like the side of the seat, like where all the buttons are. I'm like, is there a secret button down here? And I was like, no, there's no secret button up there. So I move up to the headrest, and then I'm kind of looking around the little plastic rings that circle like the arms of the headrest. And I noticed there's a super discreet little lines, like 2 lines in it. And I was like, I wonder if I just press on it. Wonder if I just mess with it. So I press it. It's the button to put the headrest down. So I pressed it, pushed it. I was able to push it all the way down. And then I was like, well, I still don't know if it's going to lay flat. Laid perfectly flat. Perfectly flat. So I went and got my kayak and I put it in my car. I had 7 to 8 inches of room left over once I put down the headrest. And I was just like, I could have avoided all of this. I could have avoided the claim. And yes, was it only $60 to fix my windshield? But that could have gone to something else. I was just so upset. And then everyone in my life was just like, well, it's a learning experience. And I was like, yeah, it's a learning experience.
Fuck that learning experience.
No, that's a terrible learning experience and I don't want it. So anyway.
Oh my gosh.
I just want to let you know that basically now, if I didn't want that roof rack, I didn't have to get it, but I already ordered it because it's going to come in handy someday. So I just was upset. And I've also got some other major damage on my car. I don't know if I told you about that. It wasn't me.
No.
It was a hit and run.
You're kidding me.
Yes.
No, so, you didn't tell me.
Okay. I will now tell this story. So
who hit your car? Who the fuck hit your car in the middle of nowhere and drove off?
Guess what, Kat? I have no fucking clue. So my car was in the parking lot. I happen to have the same car as my coworker, and her car was in the shop. Her husband dropped her back off, and she looked at my car and she freaked out because she saw this like huge crack on the front passenger side. And she thought it was, and she forgot. She's like, oh my God, I thought it was my car. Then I remembered it was yours. So she inspected it. And then she's like, she comes in, she's like, Dre, did you know that you have a huge crack in your car? And I was like, what? And so I go out there, and lo and behold, there's like, I can't even describe it, but basically there's just a huge chunk of plastic missing. It doesn't match up with the other side. And I was like, God damn it. And so I just so happened like 2 weeks later to go up and see my family. So my dad looks at my car, and he was able to pull out, like the piece of plastic was still there, but someone hit it with such gusto that it just like stuffed back up under like the weird detail it has. Yeah. And then also my front grill was loose, like on that side. So like a truck basically just full on backed into me, or even just a truck with a hitch, like just fucking nailed it. And then drove away. Didn't leave any information. I have no idea how long that was there without me putting a claim. Anyway, so I took care of that this week, getting in touch with the insurance company last week. And this week I got to figure out a rental car thing because it's going to take them a while to fix it. And I've been too lazy to do it. But tomorrow I got to do it because I've held it off for too long. So.
Oh my gosh. You are the luckiest person ever. You cracked your windshield. somebody just hit and runs your car. Like you were just
winning.
you were winning at life right now.
I hate it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, these things happen, and neither of them were my fault. Was the kayak my fault? Yes, but I didn't.
We just won't talk about that part.
It's fine. Just so everyone knows, if you have car insurance, if you have good car insurance, that windshields are covered under your like common or I forget what they call it, but usually they don't. That's not a ding to your insurance if windshield things happen. So, fun fact.
I like that fun fact.
You're welcome. So, in the future, do know that. Do we want to move on from car stuff?
Yeah, we can move on.
You want to move on? Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of sadness going on.
Oh, no sadness. I want to hear your funny story that you wanted to tell me.
Well,
or do you want me to go first?
I want you to go first because I've been talking too much.
So,
okay, set the scene.
We got this new travel tech that came through.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say names. I'm not gonna do that. I'm
not
gonna be that girl. I'm not gonna be that bitch. But anywho, we decided to form a volleyball team. So Monday nights. So I'm sorry, Dre. Monday nights, I will be going to play volleyball.
Okay, so we'll move our schedule. Anyway, go on.
We'll move that around.
We'll talk about it.
Any
hoosies.
So we got our roster, and I was like, oh, cool. I'm gonna be friendly. I'm gonna send friend requests, and I want to be nice because it's not me. So I was like, I want to be something different. I want to do something weird. So I sent friend requests to everybody, and people were accepting it. This man thought that I was like initiating a conversation. So he's like, hey. And I'm like, hey. He's like, what up, night owl? I remember you telling me you are a night owl. Hit me up. Here's my number. Never answered him. Never. Not even a little bit. Nothing.
Mm-mm.
And then he like, I think he realized that I wasn't interested. And he messaged back like 12 hours later. He's like, sorry, I was drunk. I was drunk and I didn't mean to send those. I didn't mean to embarrass myself. I'm sorry. And I'm like, still didn't message him back. So I'm like, I'm going to address this in person because I'm that person.
Oh, this is
so I go to work. I was like, hey, I realized you messaged me, but I really couldn't see it. But literally the site is garbage. So even if I wanted to message back, it would have been ridiculously impossible. I was like, I saw you message me. What you want? He's like, oh, nothing. I'm just, just drunk. Just sending you a message. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to embarrass myself. I was like, it's cool. I thought, you were giving me your number. I thought you wanted to talk to me about something. And I was like, so I figured I'd ask you now what you want.
I'm dying.
Super.
Keep going.
It was like super awkward. Like he was like, nothing. Just there was a drunk text. I'm like, sure. Made him super uncomfortable, but I was just like, no. We're gonna stop this and we're gonna say no.
The answer is always no. I love that you picked up like a stick and you decided to go just like poke the bear. You're just like
I did. I was like, I saw the message. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let this smolder a little bit.
Yes.
I'm gonna let this sit here. I'm gonna let it burn. I'm gonna let him feel the heat. I don't respond anyways usually, but
I'm gonna make him backpedal in real time. I'm gonna get my popcorn. I'm gonna eat it while he tries to explain his way out of this.
It was super funny.
Oh
but
my
I was
God.
Just like, so was there a reason why you dropped your number in my DMs? Because
also, I want to say he was not drunk.
Oh no.
100%
no.
Nope. That was an excuse because that is something I would say. I'm like, I was drunk and I just get a little texty with my hands when I'm drunk. Like,
I just don't remember what I said. I'm just like so blacked out. I don't remember what I said.
Right? It's like I just happen to get amnesia every time I take a sip of a seltzer. I just can't help it.
Just can't handle my liquor.
Oh my god. Stop bringing up my life.
God. It was so funny. I was just like, hard pass. You're like,
yeah, describe this dude. Like, first of all, I know you're
like
not
10 years older than me, for one part.
Nope.
Like typical, like this area, like Caucasian, like beard, like blondish, gingerish beard.
Oh yeah, that's not what you're into at all. She said
no.
Hard pass.
Well, I'm not like a physical type person anyways.
Correct.
So that wasn't like the deal breaker. It's literally how he talks.
Do tell.
Not like an accent or anything, but like his demeanor towards other people, and like super condescending, and like I'm sarcastic and savage, but he's just like a whole nother level. Like there's like a point where you're not funny. Like there was this one comment made at work where the girl was like, hey, do you know where the cafeteria is? Like, yeah. He's like, yeah, do you want to show me where it's at? Do you want to like walk me down the hallway? Do you want to make sure I get there?
Oh,
like ew. That type of like sarcastic like remarks and stuff like that. I'm like, no,
that's just like no, that's just like grossness trying to be veiled as a nice guy humor. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it.
I'm a pessimist, but like that's a whole nother level of a pessimism that he portrays when he talks, and I'm like, you're not funny.
Listen, everyone tries to be the funny guy, but
that jerk attitude does not turn a thing for me. Sorry.
Nope.
No, thank you.
It don't turn the things in this engine. Well, I also have a similar, someone actually hit on me for once in my life. Sorry, this weekend. So
I could only imagine your face when you got hit on. You're just like,
here. Okay. So there's, for those who are just now joining us, I am not a huge fan of men, even though I'm straight. And they're just gross in so many ways, but we'll digress. So, my kayaking friend, she also had a function to go to at a local bar here, and we're just going to call it, Mustangs. Okay.
Love it. Simple, Love it. Easy to the point.
Easy. Here we go. So I go to Mustangs. Now, this bar has a reputation for being a dive bar. It is a local dive bar, and most people love that, and I don't. But everyone was like, you need to go there at least once. Like, you're not initiated unless you go to Mustangs and you eat food there. But I was always so scared to go by myself that I went with my friend with her soiree. So long story short, we're playing pool in the CDS bar. There's some CDS people in there. And, I went to go, well, first of all, we're playing pool, and these two dudes start talking to us group of ladies. Now, mind you, I'm with two 60-year-old women. Like, these are the company I keep around here. So they were not interested in them. They're trying to get up on my jam. And they were all like, so do you come here often? Where are you from? And I was like, my name is Becca, and I'm from the next town over. Like, I didn't say the name of my town. I used my sister's name. I was like, this dude is never going to find me. I was like, because his friend was definitely on drugs. I don't know what kind of drugs, but they were on something. And I hate to pass judgment like that, but like his eyes were real glazed over. And so then he wasn't much better, and he was probably 5'5" on a good day. And I'm not one to shame a short king, but you gotta at least be my height, okay? Like, I'm 5'8".
I see you like, you talking to me?
You talking to me?
You coming at me?
You want to get all of this? I will say
there is climb this beanstalk.
Take your time. No, just kidding. I'm the worst. I hate it. So
Funny. True.
true
Love
though.
it. Love it.
Where's the lie? Where is it?
That's why we're friends. It's okay.
That's why we're friends. So anyway, that went down. So time passes. I go get another drink at the bar. And one of the women in my group stays back to hold the pool table. He comes up to her and he's like, hey, I would really like to ask your friend out. And could you please ask her if she has a boyfriend? Because I just want to be respectful. Bitch didn't even have the cojones just to come up and ask and talk to me himself. He didn't have them. So I come back with my Budweiser and my friend's like, sit down next to me. She's like, this gentleman just came up and said these things to me. And I was just like, you're going to tell him that I've been in a very committed relationship for the past 3 years and that I'm very much not interested if he ever were to come back. Thankfully, we left. Like 30 minutes later. And he never had the gumption to come back over. And I was just like, sure. So the first time I've been hit on in probably 4 years has to be rural Tennessee, borderline white trash with his best friend on drugs. This is why I don't try, because this is the men I attract. And it's sad. I'm not saying I'm some sort of great catch, but god damn it, a girl's got to have standards, even if they're just mid-tier. I just can't.
Oh my god. Mine aren't any better. I mean, like,
it's just, but what I do appreciate about you and me is that, like, at least we're not going out and dating the first guy who like hits on us and we're like, oh my god, when are we getting married? Like,
I think I scare most of them off.
Which I love. I mean, how could they not be scared? You literally confronted his ass and was like, hey bitch, what were you trying to ask last night? We worked together, but I want to stir the pot. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, no place to go. I had all the time in the world. I just clocked in. I got 8 hours to hit.
Yep. Listen, how could you not be scared? That's so funny.
That happens quite often. I'm just like, so what you playing at? What you trying to get? What you get? What you see? What you get? What you trying to get? Huh? I'm just like, it happens all the time. It's always like that type. I don't know. Do I scream like I want like an asshole? Like, is that like the thing? Like, she wants the asshole. Like, no, I don't.
I think these basic ass white men always tried to swing for the fence when it comes to women, because they're just like, I'm a white man. And it's just like, yes, you are. But that also doesn't mean I'm automatically interested in you. And I'm sure you get rejected a lot, but that's not my fucking problem. And I'm gonna go fucking stare at toe samples for the rest of the day. I'd rather do that than talk to you. So
I mean, I give them the props for trying. Yours don't even give I don't even give half props. Like, didn't even like, was doing like the whole grapevine shit.
Yep. I was like, nope. If you think you're gonna drop that kind of gumption, you better fucking go for it.
You better straight up
at it. Because I want to deny you to your face. I want to tell you no in your face. I want to see your face crumble, and then you have it to like recover and be like, oh no, it's okay, it's cool, I understand. Thank you for respectfully telling me that you're not interested. And then he slowly dies on the inside. I'm like, yes.
Stalks back to his friends with defeat on his face.
Yep. He just got like his tail between his legs, like mirror. And I'm like, that's right. That's fucking right.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know, like, I think like the worst one like I ever had was, this man took the time to like, so here's the two standards that I get like the
Okay.
exceptionally very awkwardly nerdy, which sometimes is fine, but it's
Yes.
the ones that are just pure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Bless their
Very
souls.
pure, innocent. Like, I've never been around a lady before. Like,
Yes.
that type.
Yes.
Or I get the, I'm gonna insult you. I'm gonna act like I got some big balls.
Mm.
I'm gonna make everybody think I'm funny, but I'm super shitty. That type.
Yep.
I get those are the two.
Those are the two.
That's my spectrum. So I have that one. So I have this one where the guy like literally took this time and like coded to ask me out because he couldn't do it. He couldn't physically like talk to me.
Oh.
So he had like
Oh.
set up a code, and so I had to like freaking follow the code and like do try to break it down. And by the time like I'm tired, like I don't even want to do this anymore. And then his friend is like, "Will you go on a date with me?" And I'm like, "Is there like an answer key?"
Is there a button I can push at this point?
Is there like buttons, or did you only code for one button?
Oh my god. I need like I do only need one button and I need it to say no.
I was like, it was that one, and it's the two spectrums that I get. I don't get like the good happy median. I just get like the super nerdy, which is fine, like I said, but like,
No,
just-
listen,
and the assholes. No in between. No in between. No good one. And if there are one that is in between, like I'm not interested. Like I'm like,
every time.
I know you would be a good person. I know you would be a good boyfriend, but like I don't even find you even slightly attractive. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm like,
yes.
I'm sorry. You're a great friend though.
Dude. Yo, right? Right? I felt so bad where I'm like, I can tell you are a great person. And thank God that a great person is hitting on me. But physically looking at you, I just can't do it. And I'm sorry. And I feel bad. And I know a lot of people can look past looks, but like, how would, when you're like young and hot, you're like, why would I settle? Like, why would I?
When I'm young and hot, I'll be chasing ass all the time.
I wasn't even chasing ass, but like the very little ass that I did get, it was just like,
Oh
but
my
I
God.
don't want to date you. Like,
thanks though.
But thanks for the interest.
I know. So that's like it's different for me because it's like not the physical thing. It's like,
yes.
so that it's even harder because like I already know the person, and so I have to be like, your personality sucks as like a relationship type, but like a regular type, like a friend. Yeah, we'd be cool. We hang out, we talk, we bullshit, we'd be fine. But like taking that extra step is never gonna happen. I don't see that. We're not crossing that line. And I had one guy that was super persistent on that, and I kept telling him no. No. And his response was, I'm gonna make you like me. And
Ew,
I told him,
no.
no, that just makes me not even like you now as a person.
I feel like I feel like if you're gonna date someone, you're gonna know fairly quick, or maybe you don't know the first time, and then you take some time, because I've seen that happen. It's like, we knew
like
each
a
other
friendship turned
later. I've seen that happen all the time. If you have to say the words, I'm going to make you like me, you are already losing the game.
You're done.
And if you are a person who does happen to be in a relationship with that person after you say, I'm going to make you, chances are you probably just fucking wore them down and forced them to date you. And they settled just to shut you up. Yes. And that's not where you want to be. So
no.
Anyway,
they don't take a hint, they don't hear it, they just keep going.
Just keep rolling right through, and I ain't got fucking time for it. So hell no.
That's why we're single.
That's why we're single, baby. Keep them standards high and those high-waisted pants
and those bitches
higher.
low.
Keep them bitches low.
Out.
Get out of here. Get out.
And relationship sucks. Yes.
Yes. On period.
And that's why we have animals.
Yes. Cats forever. Cat has dogs
for
forever.
life. I know, that's funny. Cat has dogs and Dre has cats.
Has cats.
So it kind of works out. It's always DK.
I never realized. Oh, that's so cute.
Well, I mean, if you spell cats with a K, but.
Well, yes, because you are a K cat, so we're gonna roll with that. But what doesn't start with a K is recommendations. So we're gonna go ahead and roll into those.
We're gonna start that. I'm gonna go first,
even though it should be my turn again this time. But once again, I'm unprepared.
So this came out in like 2015. I know, I told you I was bringing it back. Like, and I don't know why. Back. I don't know why this has been in my head, but I was like, I have to listen to it. And it's called Undress Rehearsal by Time Flies.
God, have I heard that band? I've had to.
Sure you have.
I've had to.
Okay. They also sing like the song Monsters. Their number one song is Once in a While, and that came out in 2016. So they haven't had much as of late.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is totally fine.
Yeah, they had some like singles come out, but like they haven't dropped like an album. I don't know. But
okay.
We don't judge here.
We don't judge.
Yeah. So Undress Rehearsal, it is such a fun little song.
Yeah.
And it's been stuck in my head for like a week.
For like a week?
Is that good?
Listen, if a song sticks in your head for that long, it's a damn good song. I'm here for it. Because that happens to me all the time.
It's a bop. You're going to love the bop.
Bop and a half. Anywho. God, did I do anything new? Well, guys, I'm not super prepared with a recommendation because this last week, my work was so fucking busy. Like, busier than normal. And then, once again, all I was watching was Drag Race.
Love it.
You know what? It's fine. So, one project I did do this weekend was zhuzhing up my patio. And you should follow us on Instagram because I'm going to keep updates with the patio. And I'm not recommending you follow our Instagram. But what I do recommend is if you don't already have plants in your house or outside your house, like now's the time to get some flowers and just like spruce up your life. And I know that's like a cop-out, but like, oh my God. Like I sat down a couple weeks ago on my patio, I drew out what I wanted, and then like I kind of just did it, and it's turned out like super dope so far. I've also poured like way too much money in it. So my recommendation is, I guess, if you have a patio,
exterior decorate. Exterior decorate.
If you have the money and the means, do it. I promise next week to come with a real recommendation. Kat has been carrying the recommendations for a very long time. She's the best. Everyone give a round of applause for Kat and her real recommendations.
And the real round of applause goes to Dre's TikToks.
No.
I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna get it, and then one of these days, I'm gonna like your TikToks will take off.
They're not ever going to, and that's okay because they're not good.
We're gonna make them good. I'm gonna take you to TikTok boot camp.
I know. Next time I come visit, you said you're gonna put me through TikTok boot camp, and I'm excited about it. But you can only follow us on TikTok if you go to @Kat&Dre. And that is also the same handle for Instagram, @Kat&Dre. And I was fully set on starting my solo Twitch stream on Thursday, but my schedule got messed up. So maybe Friday or Saturday, we can figure something out. And then hopefully next week I can start the schedule. So
and my stuff is weird because I'm like, this month I'm moving.
I know. Yeah. Yes, that's a good thing.
So we'll have eventually videos in my new place.
Yes. So excited. And so if you want to see us like, in the flesh, also subscribe to our YouTube. We have 23 subscribers now. Hallelujah. So we're doing it.
PB.
Yes. There she is.
She knows who PB is.
Yes, I do. Sorry. Sorry, we hate to do it.
So shout out to PB.
PB to my J. All right.
All right.
Wait, my little sweet tart could be my little sweet tart jam. And then she could be my little PB spread.
That's staying.
It's staying.
You have to keep that in.
It's so good. Kat knocked off her microphone.
I'm just like get out of here.
Get out of here. All right, guys, you get out of here too.
Bye.
Bye.
Nobody else got outside.